The message came through while I was at the office, halfway through my second coffee. You are not coming with us to Europe. My dad prefers this vacation to be a family vacation only. I read it twice, thinking maybe I'd miss a line. Maybe there was a joke coming after it. But no, that was it. No explanation, no apology. This was after I had poured everything into her dream, $900,000 into the cafe she'd always wanted. I'd refinanced investments, shifted assets, cut back on my own projects just to make sure her business could open without debt. We'd celebrated the launch together. I thought it was ours. I thought we were in this together. Now, she was telling me I didn't qualify as family. I called her, but she let it ring, texted her, and the only reply I got was, "Please don't make this awkward. I'll call when I'm free." I sat there in my office, phone still in my hand, and felt something I hadn't felt in years. Not anger exactly, but a cold, sharp clarity. If I wasn't part of the family, then I wasn't part of the business either. That night, I went through the paperwork. The cafe wasn't in her name, it was in mine. For tax efficiency, we'd agreed years ago that I'd set it up as a holding company asset. She managed it, but legally, I owned it outright. The next morning, I called my lawyer. By the time she and her parents boarded their flight to Europe, the cafe had a for sale listing. It didn't take long. Within a week, a local investor snapped it up for a tidy profit. And I didn't stop there. Our house was in my name, too. I bought it before we married. I found a couple from out of state who needed a long-term rental and signed a year lease. They moved in the day before her return flight. When she texted me that they were coming home tomorrow and asked me to pick them up from the airport, I simply replied, "Won't be able to. House is rented. Your stuff's in storage." No response. When they finally landed, I was in Miami, sitting at a beachside bar, watching the sun melt into the water. My phone lit up with her name over and over, then her mother's, then her father's. I let them all go to voicemail. Later, curiosity got the better of me, and I listened to the messages. Her father's voice was a roar. "What the hell have you done? This is our daughter's home." Her mother's was more frantic. "You can't just sell the business. We had plans." And my wife, hers was quiet at first, almost calm. "I can't believe you do this. After everything I've done for you." Then her tone broke into sharp anger. "You'll regret this." But the truth was, I didn't regret a thing. Because in between the chaos, I'd learned something. While I was signing sale papers and handing over house keys, I stumbled across emails, long threads between her and someone I'd never met. The kind of emails you don't send to a friend. Dates, trips, hotel bookings, pictures. She'd been networking with this man for months, telling him how she'd be free soon. She wasn't just leaving me out of a vacation. She was preparing to leave me, period. So when she got back from Europe and found herself locked out of both the house and the business, she didn't just lose comfort. She lost the safety net she'd assumed would always be there. I didn't meet her in person again. Our divorce went through without fireworks. My lawyer handled the papers. From what I heard later, she moved back in with her parents. The man from the emails? Gone as soon as her finances crumbled. And me? I moved on, bought a condo downtown, started a new venture, kept my circle small. Because sometimes revenge isn't about shouting or fighting. Sometimes it's about quietly stepping away, taking everything that's yours, and leaving the people who underestimated you to realize exactly what they've lost. And that's a trip she'll never forget.